Hello everybody, Whimsy here, and yes, we are back with the Semi-Crafty vlog. If you guys have been watching, like, you know, the past couple weeks, I actually skipped last week because of, I was just mainly trying to take care of my mental health, and I just could not fathom, like, turning on my camera and, like, trying to perform, you know, or, like, talk. It just wasn't, like, in me that last week, so I just took a break. I did do some painting because it was therapeutic and nice, mostly in my journals. But I did have a lot of fun posting the video game painting compilation for 2020, and I think I might try to do that with other stuff too. Be like, oh, all these from this year, but obviously when we have more material. But that was actually a lot of fun doing a project like that, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. I'll probably link it somewhere in the video, I'm sure. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I know it took me a minute to get it out because I didn't realize it was going to take as long as it did, because it seemed like it would be a quicker project, but then it was like, you know, kind of took some time, but it's totally fine. Currently, I'm trying to work on video games again, and I've been trying to post a Minecraft episode for like the past 3 days, but like, I didn't realize that the rendering was going to take like 4 hours, I think, maybe more like 5. I don't know why, it just did. And then uploading it, I tried to upload it overnight, and I don't know what happened. The internet did something and it canceled the upload, so I'm just like, great. Or it like stopped it at like 94%, and I'm just like, of course. So I'm uploading it right now. Hopefully it gets posted. It should get posted by tonight. I've been holding on to it for a little bit just because I haven't been posting video games, but trying to get like the footage out that I've already got, and then I'm gonna film some more. So as I said, I did a bunch of painting in the last couple weeks, mostly just in my journals, and here's just a little bit of that. So yeah, we pretty much just like continued with doing pages and stuff and just having fun, you know. Kind of cool. I really love doing this. Like, this is a fun way to do a journal. Like, I love it a lot. I don't know if this one's my dream journal. I don't know if I'll have enough material to put in it, like, for, I don't know, because I'm writing, I think I explained it. I'm writing down in this one, because this is the first one I've got, all the dreams that I wrote down in high school, which weren't like a lot. It was like maybe like 20 to 30. And I haven't really been good about logging them lately. Like, I've just been like so forgetful. And I'm trying to write like a more extensive like journal type of thing. This, I've got to figure out how to like attach these two together. They were attached when I was painting, but I realized I just don't like how it's done, so I'm just gonna redo it. But yeah, just, you know. This one was fun. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a whole page of fruit. And it's cute, I love it. Something, the aesthetic of fruit, I just love it. It's so cool. And these were kind of fun, like gems that I was just working on. And this one, I love this. It's like a, not like a mandala, but kind of that idea, I guess. And then this was just splotches. I just, stars, you know, whatever stuff. Did I finish this one up? I think I actually, yeah, And this is all in between ESO, of course. Moons. Yes. They look kind of more like Minecraft explosions. Like the little like crescent shapes that they make up. Like metal plating. I don't know. It's Danganronpa inspired. And then like, I don't know, UFOs. The Danganronpa thing, I guess in the game, or at least in the first game, because I'm watching the Game Grumps play it, and I've never played these or seen them played yet before. I guess in the school, there's like, all the windows are boarded up with like giant metal plates with giant screws in them, so it's just like, that made me think of that. So if it seems like I'm talking a little softer, I don't know if you can tell, but I've been dealing with the past couple days, sometimes I get like bumps on my tongue that are like really painful. I don't really think it's like a canker sore kind of thing, but it's just like, I don't know, just some agitation. And right now I've got one, and it's like, eating is horrible because it's like the part of my tongue is rubbing against like your molars where they have like the bit that pokes out kind of thing. It's like right there with that, so like eating is kind of tough right now. I'm like, I'm so hungry, but nothing we have is like, you know, like soupy or like, you know, it's all solid food, so I'm just like, oh gosh. But I was gonna actually work on my snack crate box today because I have one that I've got like 3 items left to finish in it. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And I'm like, oh, but it's gonna be painful because like it's all like hard stuff left. So I'm just like, no, I can't. So I'll have to wait on that. So, but I've got tea to hopefully help the warmth. I don't know. I also, speaking of like, okay, so the whole tea debacle, how I've got like too many teas. I finally cleaned up my room was a disaster, and it's been a disaster since April. Finally cleaned it. I managed to get everything. It was mostly like paperwork that it was just like, whatever. I just didn't have the drive to do any cleaning, but now it's like pretty good. Also because with this new chair, I want to be able to roll it in and out of like this room and that room. So like having a clear floor, kind of essential to doing that. So that kind of also inspired me. And I've been playing ESO in my room now, so there's that. I found a Target bag. Thankfully, all it had in it was 1 box of tea, and it was unopened, and it was the Harney and Sons, and I'm just like, I have like 2 more of these. How did I accidentally, like, I must have just forgot about it, and just, you know, whatever. So now I have a ton of cinnamon tea. I don't need to buy any for a while, so that's good. I think we officially got all the Christmas stuff put away. We've still got some boxes, because apparently, like, my mom thought she got rid of like 2 boxes of stuff, and somehow we can't put everything away. It's like, wait, what? Like, we got rid of stuff. How do we have not enough room for things? And I know that my Christmas stuff is 1.5, well, not 1.5, but like it's 1 large box and then like a small box. So like I managed to get it all fit in there. Next year I'm probably not going to be able to, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting another tree, because I want to try to collect small trees. They're cute. But I'm proud of how I was able to pack it away and be like, all right, each tree has a Ziploc bag with its ornaments and its tree skirt, and I wasn't able to fit the lights in, but I wrote down on the thing like what lights go with it and what tree it goes with. And like honestly, I'll probably remember anyway, because my memory's pretty good with stuff like that, but you know. And it's funny because like my mom, what she does is she'll write like a note to herself, like her future self, and she'll put it in the tree box, the big Christmas tree box. So I did that too in my box, and I'm just like, oh, just write a little note, you know, why not? Kind of like cool. And it's funny because it's like one of those things where when you finally go and read it, you're like, I don't even remember writing this, or like because my mom read hers from last time, and she was like, I don't even remember like why I said any of this or whatever. It's just like really funny. So yeah, Christmas stuff all down. It's kind of like sad because it's like, you know, all the lights and everything are pretty, and then now they're just all gone. It's like, oh, okay. I'm actually trying to figure out what I want to do with my light situation in my room for like Let's Plays and stuff, because in the effort of, I guess, trying to test out new types of lights, my mom bought some like LED lights that can change with like a phone app thing. I think she got them probably at like the wrong place, but because they don't really work right, but they look really cool. It's just that like the color that you tell it isn't the color it shows. It's really weird, but I don't know, something in the programming. She still likes them. She's got them hung up in the living room right now, just on occasionally, but they look cool, you know? And I'm like, man, it would be really cool if I could get like a really long LED strand and replace all the lights in my room with that could like rotate colors or something. It'd be pretty cool. Maybe not all the lights, but like at least the ones that are like Christmas lights. Because I'm pretty sure that the white strand I have that's got the rainbow lights on it is way old, and I just like worry that that's gonna like, you know. Oh, okay, so I meant to mention this at the beginning, I forgot. Last week when I was going originally to do the vlog, and then that was before stuff happened, I was contemplating the coat, the crochet coat that we've been working on. I've come to the unfortunate conclusion that I'm probably gonna have to restart it, because I don't think that making the waistband smaller in stitch size is really gonna do anything, because I think that the larger stitches, which are heavier also, are gonna just spread it out. So I'm probably just gonna restart and that's daunting because this already took so long. But hey, I'll film it for you guys. Hopefully we can actually get it like done quickly. I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna go down a couple sizes in hook. I found out, so this has an H on it, and I think that means it's an H hook, which I think is a 5mm. The pattern says 6.5, but I think either I have too thick of yarn, or because I'm doing a different stitch, it might be doing it slightly different. Because it is supposed to be a Tunisian stitch, but I can never figure out Tunisian crochet. So I just, because the pattern said you can replace that with a single crochet, but for some reason mine are just so large. That or I just picked too large of a pattern. I don't know. So I'm gonna use this needle instead, or this hook instead of this one, because this is the 6.5. And I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but it's not a lot because they're, what, 3 sizes different? But yeah, this one's a 6.5, so we'll see how that works. And like, again, if it doesn't work, well, we unravel it and we try again. That's the beauty of crochet, I suppose, but also the daunting horror of crochet. I also want to get started on doing some little like sprite looking dolls that I found, like I think I talked about, but they're so cute. I'm like, you know what, I just need to get one started and just do it, you know? Make like a mini me or something for fun. I did also pick up, and I don't know if I can do this like now or soon, because I need command strips, but I picked up like foam board. What I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to put my remaining, because you guys have seen my soundproof foam in my room that's up against the wall. I'm going to be putting up the remaining soundproof foam on these foam boards so I can like move them, and then probably put them in here or put them in other parts of my room. I'm not sure. We'll see. So in the last full vlog that we did, I talked about revisiting an old project that I did in college. I wasn't actually going to work on this today, but I thought, you know what, I don't think it'll be too difficult because it's just a lot of basic painting, but the challenge is going to be like a couple other things. So I took a 2D art class in college as part of my, it was required for my fashion major. I'm not sure why, but it was a cool class. The teacher had some really interesting methods to how she did stuff, but it was all good. I learned a lot of cool stuff in that class, and it was a lot of like abstract art and stuff like that, so it wasn't really like drawing and painting type of thing. It was more like shapes and stuff, but it was really cool. I learned a lot. And for the final project, I think we had a choice of like 2 or 3 different projects, and one of them was, I'm gonna show you, this was actually my final for the class. What way is up? Okay, so I don't know which way is up, but this is what I made, and these are all little like squares that were painted and placed on. I'm trying to, is it this one? I don't remember. I actually had this on my bedroom door for a while because it was just cool. So the concept of this is you get a piece of paper, right? And you draw a grid on it of like 1-inch squares, which are these basically. And you make like, I don't know, maybe 15 of those, like different colors. And then you pick one color to start with after you've cut all the shapes. And then this has a grid too. But you pick one color to start with and you place the color down, you know, wherever. And then when you decide that you've placed it enough, you go to the next color. Once you're finished with that color, you can't go back to it basically. So it's like you gotta make sure you plan it right. So it's kind of like a game, but art. I thought that'd be a fun thing to redo because I'm kind of like not really into this color scheme that I did because it was based off of like a specific thing that I was really into back then, but now I'm kind of like over it. So I was thinking of doing a new one, but just like, I think I was just gonna do, well no, originally I was gonna do something based off of the elements in the world that I'm building, but I was like, you know what, I'm kind of not feeling that right now. Maybe eventually, but I'm actually just thinking of doing my favorite shades of each color, of like all the colors, whatever. And I mean, I have this blue paper, but you know what? I'm fine because it's a, oh, it's so blue. It's like, I think it's the same size. I hope it is. Yeah, about. So we're gonna draw a grid on this paper and then I'm gonna put all my favorite colors on it, I guess. So like, if you guys have seen my Subnautica Let's Play, my Cyclops is like this nice, like kind of a pale, like a green, almost like this, but maybe a little more green. Like almost like a seafoam or like a, I don't even know. And then like I love like super hot pink and I love like bright orange, you know. So like maybe I can put a bunch of those onto this and then make a cool thing out of it. So first we gotta start by drawing a grid, which is gonna suck. And then we'll just paint like pretty easy, just like, I'm probably gonna use, like, okay, so this is the thing. With this project, this is really stiff paper. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I want to say it's, this is the right way up. I just saw my name on the back, so yeah, this is the correct way. Okay, yeah, so this is the right way up. The paper I think I used was really thick. I don't know exactly what paper it was, but again, pretty thick. So I'm probably gonna use just like my sketch pad paper. I think that'll be okay, because the paint will make it stiffer. Also, the other thing is, my teacher, she was really cool, but she was very obsessed with the idea of using glue stick for glue. And as you can see, they're not holding down very good. I don't even think I used a different, I don't know. I did not care for the glue stick because I feel like it didn't work. Every time I would put like so much glue and it would just come back off. So I didn't really know what glue to use, but what I think I'm going to do now, because I've used it a lot, is I'm actually gonna use paper mache glue. I still have some, I can probably make more. I have tons of glue. Because that I think will be better. We'll see. I mean, if it doesn't work, whatever. It's not like I'm getting graded on it. It's just fun, you know, fun, cool painting. So I'm gonna get started on that. And that might take up most of this vlog, I don't know. But just thought it'd be a fun, cool thing. Maybe you guys can make one eventually, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna get started. One of the major differences though about the project we're doing right now is these paints were made with like kind of like fancier, like, you know, like actual paint that painters use kind of thing. We're going to be using acrylics because that's what we have and it's cheap. So, and I like my acrylics, and also the reason why some of these colors turned out a lot less bright than I wanted, like I think this was supposed to be more of like a pastel pink, but it's kind of like a grayish. I think it's because she wanted us to like actually mix all of our colors with like, you know, the like red, yellow, and blue type of thing. Or I think we also had the magenta, cyan, and yellow thing going on too, but like that was kind of difficult. I'm gonna be mixing colors based on what colors I have access to. It's just, we're just doing this for fun. It's not, like, again, it's not professional, whatever. So we got our grid. As you can see, it might be a little uneven, but I mean, you know, it can't be perfect, I guess, because we don't actually have a perfect grid. So now what I'm going to do is figure out how many pieces I want of each color, how many colors I want, and how many I can fit on one sheet of sketch pad paper. But yeah, this paper's fairly thin, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal, but hopefully it'll work out. Alright, so we've got our 12 colors all cut out. There's an even amount of each one. I think there's 16 of each, and these are all of them. So the next step will be gluing these on to the paper, and we will do them one at a time, and that's that. So we have like this pale green. It's kind of like a minty, maybe not mint, I don't know but what you call it, but this is supposed to be a hot pink. It's not as vibrant as I would like, but it's all good. This is like a kind of a buttery pale yellow. This is like a nice bluish purple. Then we have gold. We have a more of a Kelly green. This is supposed to be a purpley black, but it kind of just looks black, which is fine. Here's a nice bright orange. Here's a nice crimson red. We've got a nice dark chocolate brown color. A bluish gray, which just looks great. And then this is supposed to be like a pearly white, but it kind of turned out pink. Alright guys, so we've finished, and this is our final result. It's hard to see because I have to sit so far away. But yeah, it's just kind of a cool, funky little pixely looking project. Yeah, you can actually probably do some cool pixel art with stuff like this. So like the logic I had when placing most of these was just, I started with the like pale green, and I just went with like what color would complement it next kind of thing, and then just kind of went from there. I didn't really go for any specific pattern, although I think I was trying to make like the greens feel like leaves, and then like the gold kind of went around the border. The pink and some of the red were supposed to look like maybe fruit hanging from the leaves, but then also I put like right here, there's red like in this pattern, you know? And I was like thinking maybe like abstract bricks or something. I really wish I could find some more of the projects that I did in that class that I could show you guys, because there was a really cool one where, I mean, it was obnoxious, but it turned out cool, where we had to take a famous old-fashioned painting or something like that and do two different versions of it. We had to do an abstract and there was another word for the one we did, I can't remember exactly what it was, but like the abstract was supposed to be like take the picture and like stylize it, I guess, like where you can still tell what the shapes are, but like it's like funky and stuff like that. And then the other one was basically, I can't remember what it's called, but it's some sort of form where it's like the objects aren't recognizable at all. Like I guess with the way that I don't know, maybe the vernacular is different, but like the abstract one was still supposed to be recognizable but like stylized, whereas the other one was supposed to be like not recognizable at all but like based on the picture. So actually mine was based off of a picture of a hunter with like 6 or 7 greyhound dogs around him, and the abstract one, I made the dogs really like triangular, so they looked, it's funny because everyone in the class thought they looked like Doritos. So like I have these little pointy dogs. I wish I could find that. I don't remember where it's at, but if I can find it, I'll show you guys, because I was actually really proud of those ones. The only thing is, God, that made that so tough, was that she wanted us to go through magazines and find like textures that we could cut out and use as shapes, but like that was kind of a nightmare. But I mean, I made it happen, because it wasn't just like, oh, you know, paint paper and then put it on there. It's like, oh. But this was just painting. Yeah, I like how it turned out. It looks way better quality than the one I made in school. And you know, using paper mache glue actually really helped, I think. I did notice though that the thicker paper, or the ones that had thicker amount of paint, were a little harder to get to stay down, but that's okay. I think it worked out. Granted, there's a little, you can kind of see, some of the glue on the, well, worst case scenario, I can always cover it with another, like a whole coat of the paper mache glue, but I don't really know if that's necessary. So if I make another one, I'll be a little neater, but it was kind of hard to do. Alright, so that's probably all for today's episode, because I wasn't actually going to work on this week originally, just because I didn't have enough time, and then like sometime last night I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it done. I feel like working on it, and I got it done, so I'm really proud of myself. And I like it, it looks cool. I'm gonna hang it up somewhere, maybe in here, maybe in my room, I don't know. And it also helps that the backdrop is like a shade of blue that I like. I know it kind of like takes away from the colors, but the original idea I said was gonna be based off of elements, and this was gonna be like, I don't know, I guess like the sky or the ocean of the world, and like the elements in it, I don't know. But I was just like, I don't want to just get like a white because it's boring, you know, I want to get like a color. But the dollar store is limited on what colors it has. It has like bright neon pink, so I mean, you know, and like the orange that I got for the other one, you know, it's like stuff like that. Maybe a green would have been nice, but I don't think they had like neon green. It's like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna go work on this and probably do some video editing for other things that need to get posted, and eventually we will get to more filming and all that for game stuff. I'm trying to get all my current stuff out so I actually have space. Okay, so I mentioned the thing about my computer not having enough space. Maybe I mentioned this, I don't remember. It turns out that I had a bunch of stuff on my computer that I thought I had deleted. It was actually a bunch of stuff from me and Raven's channel that it wasn't stuff that like we didn't post. It was just like the stuff that like our episodes and stuff that could have been moved onto a hard drive, or just like clips of things that was like, why is this still on here? Like, this is old. It was just old stuff. So I just basically moved that to a hard drive, like an external, and cleared up like 70 gigabytes of space. So my computer's a little better, although right now it's full, but that's because since I've made all that space, I'm like, dump stuff on it, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But it's fine because I'm working on a bunch of Elder Scrolls episodes, and then I just finished up a Minecraft, and then I've got like the unboxing videos to figure out, and then of course these clips. I also still have the clips from the paint reel, so I've got to go through those and put them back onto the things they came from. So next week I will be trying to do the other college project that I did, but I also, I know I wanted to do some painting this weekend, but I didn't get around to it because I forgot I had a game yesterday, so I was working on the pixel thing while I was doing the game. Also, wow, this table needs to be cleaned. It is paint all over. You guys probably saw that. It's fine, it washes off pretty easy. That's the nice thing about acrylics. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure to check the links at the end of the video and the links in the description below and all the information in there. Be sure to stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you guys next time, and until then, stay whimsical.